Welcome to the Auburn Doubledays postgame show brought to you by Cayuga Community College. I'm Claudia Balfato, joined by Jack McMullen. Jack, a little deja vu in the score tonight, 8-3, but this time it was a win for the Connecticut Tigers in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Yesterday we saw a good ball game from the Auburn Doubledays. Tonight, not the same case.
No, and it wasn't that exciting either. Yesterday we had the long ball from Drew Ward in the first, and then he had a bases clearing double too. So the guy had 5 RBIs. It's really fun when one guy can do that. Now, it wasn't the same today, and it was a sloppy game too. I mean, Connecticut made 5 errors and still won this game. 5, that's a lot. I mean, Auburn put up 1 and they lose, and Auburn's been playing a stretch of flawless baseball. I think it's 3 of their past 4. They've had no errors defensively. So if you can make 5 errors and still win a game, that's kind of a microcosm of how that game goes. So Connecticut just got the better of a bad situation.
Who were you kind of expecting to get things going? In the 7th, I saw Sam Flair had a hit, and I thought maybe this is the turnaround. Is that who you were expecting to get it going?
Yeah, I mean, he was the guy, but you weren't necessarily expecting that top of the 9th inning that happened. That was a 4-run top of the 9th for Connecticut, and that was just a sloppy inning overall, and there were a lot of walks. There were a lot of, miscues overall, and, Connecticut took advantage of mistakes, and that's how you win baseball games. You make less mistakes than the other team, and you're going to win. And Connecticut made 5 defensively. It's just, Auburn's didn't necessarily go in the E column, but there were some mistakes there, and it was just overall a pretty tough game.
What would you say biggest keys for tomorrow to try to, finish this series with a win?
Well, make sure that an opposing pitcher isn't great, because Jack O'Loughlin was great. 19 years old from Adelaide, Australia. Huh? That's wild, but he comes and, he wasn't throwing the crap out of the ball. I mean, he wasn't sitting mid-90s. He was 88 to 90 with that fastball. When he got really angry, he was like 92, but he was spiking it. But, Jack O'Loughlin was great. He went 6 innings, and they were really strong innings. 6 innings of 1-run baseball. The only run against him reached on a drop third strike and came around on an error. So that says exactly what it has to for a Connecticut starter. And tomorrow, you're hoping that, it's not more of the same.
And I'm curious, because usually now I would say Rocket Cap, but we know Rocket's not here. Do you think...
Jeff Garver Cap.
The Jeff Garver Cap. So we'll do that, first of all.
Okay.
Jeff Garver Cap. Well, what is he saying in the clubhouse?
He's saying let's get some sleep and let's do it again tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I said in pregame, I said it was kind of a game against the odds yesterday.
Yeah.
And today maybe even more so after that win. They had a little confidence. It just didn't turn out to be the same. But do you think not having Rocket here makes a difference, or was it just everything else?
And Jeff Garver said on radio pregame earlier today that, the manager doesn't really do much. They set the lineup and they do that and the players play. And that's what happens. But at the end of the day, you don't have your manager. And that's, the odds are stacked against you if you don't have your normal manager, because Jeff Garver, he's great. He's the infield coordinator for the Nationals, and he just doesn't know the Auburn Doubledays like the back of his hand like Rocket Wheeler does. That's not a managing thing that happened tonight. Connecticut just had a couple less mistakes than Auburn. So I don't think it means much, but it would be nice to have Rocket certainly back, and he will be against Lowell in that series. So it's just tomorrow, and then good old Rocket, and rendezvous with Rocket's back on Saturday? Yeah, Saturday.
Can't wait for Rocket to be back. We miss you. Loss for the Auburn Doubledays tonight, 8-3 win for the Connecticut Tigers. Game 2 of a 3-game series, finishing it out tomorrow. First pitch set for 7 p.m. You can catch the pregame show on fingerlakes1.com, brought to you by Cayuga Community College. I'm Claudia Balfato. He's Jack McMullen. Have a good night, guys.